And welcome back to the show. I'm Herb Hoffman Steineroth here on WDAV 106.9 on the FM dial, where we play the best of the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now with 2020 content. We are very excited to be here with you. Thanks for sharing your day with us. This next segment is actually a retrospective, and it's brought to you by the fine people at Burger King, ensuring that people around the world have quality burgers and exceptional headwear. Makers of fine paper crowns to bring out the immaturity in boys and girls of all ages. So let's take you back to a time when the world was a simpler place, the 1970s, when a young man named Dave was born. Unfortunately, we have no pictures from that time as photographs weren't yet invented, but we do have images from the 1980s when he met another young man that would become his lifelong friend. Let's take you back to that time. So sit back, relax, and join us in the 80s. Those tumultuous teen years, high school, graduation, and then from graduation, sometimes we have beach week, and Dave embraced his beachness. He went to Ocean City and stayed there, working for many a summer, and sometimes even longer than that. Dave brought his best friend Micah down there and let him stay for a little while, and got Micah a job at the Jolly Roger, which was an amusement park near where Dave lived. And they had a great time together. Now, when Micah went back to his home and his college, Dave sometimes stayed a little bit longer, and Dave wanted to communicate, so Dave sent some postcards. Let's take a look at some of those postcards right now. We're going to take a brief break from Dave's life and get a word from our sponsor, the Four Things Insurance Company of Odenton, Maryland. When one of those four things in your life, home, job, health, or girlfriends, aren't going quite as well as you'd wish, we are here to listen. The Four Things Insurance Company of Odenton, Maryland. And the Ross Perot for President Memorial Campaign Fund. Even though candidate Ross Perot passed away in 2019, he still may be the best presidential candidate for the 2020 elections. And now, let's get back to Dave and his life after high school and into college, where he continued to keep in touch with his best buddy by visiting him in college and by sending more letters.
Talking
After the college years come adulthood, where we try various jobs and we get to learn who our adult person is. And Dave tried a bunch of jobs and he found out who he was as well. Now, along the way, his best buddy got married and Dave was really happy to be there to support him. So let's take a look at a wedding and a baby shower. Time moves on, and these two stuck it out together. They grew even closer as the years went by, talking more frequently, sharing stories, and attending events together, whether it's grabbing a bite to eat at lunch or stopping by a stadium where Dave happened to be tending bar. Each of those times was special and joy-filled. And in fact, Micah brought his family with him sometimes when he went. And one of the things that he wants to do right now is look into Dave's eyes and say, happy birthday to you, buddy. Hope the last 50 years have provided you with many memories that you're not embarrassed to remember and that you still can remember. Because I know that I have a hard time remembering things. But I'm looking at you, man, and I'm really happy that you're here, that you're healthy, that you have a job, that you have a house, and so you don't have a girlfriend. That's okay. Take care. Happy birthday. And I love you, buddy. This has been Herb Hoffman Steinhofer on WDAV 106.9 FM. Signing off. Good night, everybody.